So today, I'm going to teach you, or maybe teach you, I don't know, how to build a wooden barbell holder. And right now I've already made a few cuts. These are 2x6s, cutting at 3 feet length, and then we will go from there. Okay, so here is where we are going to place all the 2x6s and screw them together. We've got obviously 1.5, and then a 2-inch gap for the hole for the bar, and then 1.5, and then we're leaving a 4.5-inch gap here, and then 1.5, 2 inches, 1.5, 4.5-inch gap, and in total it'll be 2 feet, 24 inches. Also note, always pre-drill. Just like lubing up, helps everyone.
Okay, now that I've got my 2 perimeters screwed in, I use 2 screws per piece, you know, because 2's better than 1, I suppose. I'm going to start adding in these. Remember, there's a 2-inch gap here. That's for the barbell placement. Then we'll place each 2x6 at their designated spot, as marked, here, 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 and here. Okay, now that that's done, we have to figure out where we're going to place our cross beams in order for us to be able to hold up barbell. Duh. So, I'm going to figure that out, do some math, and I will show you. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you may be asking yourself why I use 2x4s on the sides, and the answer is because I wanted to create a little bit of a lip here. That way, when it comes time to put a crossbeam, these will be flush, just like that. Pretty fancy? No, not really. Okay, now that I have my, let's see, 18 2x4s cut at 5 inches length, we're going to place them right here on either side so that we'll have a nice 2-inch gap, and these will be holding the bar in place. Okay, so I've got those 2 in. All that's left is the rest of them. Okay, now that we have all of our 2x4s in, we have just a little gap here that is roughly probably 1.5 inches. And then, so what I'm going to use this leftover 2x6 right here to finish that gap out right there. Probably have to cut it a couple times. We'll figure it out, and I'll let you know. Okay, so there, after I cut it, which it was like just under 1.5 inches, there's a slight overhang if you can't see that. And I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that. I marked it right there. Going to cut it on the saw, and we'll go from there. So once everything's put together, I obviously placed all the bars in here. We've got a plethora of different types. My most fondest is probably the Elite FTS yoke, but I also managed to make enough room for plate storage, which is cool. There you go, plate storage. And thus concludes the homemade bar and plate holder.